All right, today I'd like to bring up, and I know it's an easy subject and everybody's kind of hitting the same thing, but Donald Trump, Trumpy, he's like a scab. You have to pick on him. You have to pick on him because he is so, he stirs the pot, gets everybody going. So we're going to talk about Trump and how he differs, and all his buddies, they're the elites. They get away with things that we cannot. Remember the target letters and all the subpoenas?
Uh-huh.
In the last, half a dozen years?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, these guys blow off subpoenas, they blow off gag orders, but we the people can't.
Hey.
Hey, what?
I'm Ben Scrood.
I'm Elly Stone, and we're the hosts of Scrood. Trump, he got 30 days to comply to that, too. Comply to this subpoena or this gag order, this court order, or give him back the documents. It was like over a year with the documents, right? I mean, he didn't even give those back. He didn't have 30 days. He just kept going and going and going.
And then he was shocked that they actually came in and seized the documents. He said it's political. It's a witch hunt. Well, no, it's not a witch hunt when they ask for the information back, all the documents, and then you give some, and then an attorney of yours says, yes, we've given them all up. And they know that they're not giving all up because they know approximately how many documents are missing. And then you cry that, they came in and surprised me, and then they surprised me so much so that they found, 100 boxes of classified information?
He had a lot of boxes.
Yeah, well, they were in the bathroom, they were in the shower, they were on the ball.
After he gave up a bunch, he still had like 100 boxes.
I'm sure he still does have them.
I'm sure. They spread all over the place.
If we just had one piece of paper that was stamped classified information, top secret, and it only had a paragraph on it, and it had some type of information on there, there would be no, come let us talk to you, here's a subpoena, you've got 30 days. They would be at your door, kicking it down, you'd be in cuffs, you'd be processed, and you'd be in jail until something happened, because they wouldn't want you driving around or flying around and talking about it or going to the Bahamas for a vacation or North Carolina or up to the mountains to go skiing. They would want you under arrest until they found out if you were guilty or innocent. The bottom line is, if you're accused of this and you're subpoenaed, you need to go in immediately or they'll come and get you. There's no time gap. There's no 30 days.
The justice system, in most cases, acquiesces to the elite.
Screwed.
The elites keep talking crap. The justice system is against them. Please. The whistleblower reality winner got 5 years in a federal prison for sending one document to the media. Winner leaked a classified document providing details of a 2016 Russian cyber attack on a supplier of U.S. voting software. Now we know how Trump got elected. Basically, she's prosecuted because the document she leaked releases their sources and their methods on how to acquire intelligence. There have been others that were prosecuted recently for espionage or something along those lines. There was former Army intelligence analyst Chelsea Manning, innocent former CIA officer Jeff Sterling. Chelsea Manning and the CIA officer also received time in prison. CIA Director Petraeus and 3 other elites get off easy. It's not just elitist Trump. CIA Director Petraeus shared notebooks with his biographer that contained classified material. He got 2 years probation and a fine.
We are definitely all screwed. Trump, crime syndicate, cronies, Giuliani, Mr. Dark-haired is dripping, the dye from his dark hair.
I love his hair. It's so sexy.
Mark Meadows and Flynn and what's his name? What's that guy's name?
Steve
Bannon. Steve Bannon.
Stevie.
My best.
Stevie.
Yeah, my best. God, there's so much. There are too many to mention.
The Dirty 19. Or more.
Trump pardoned Bannon.
Yeah, we just talked
and
about
somebody
that,
else.
yeah.
Was it Flynn or somebody? I think
Flynn, Stone.
Flynn and Stone. The Flintstones. You can't make this shit up.
The Cool Crew. Powell, Cheeseboro, Ellis, Meadows, Eastman, Giuliani. Of course, Flynn, Stone, and Barr. So far, Barr gotten away with it. Trump. He doesn't go to jail. He pays a civil fine sometimes. He doesn't pay anything at all. His university was a ripoff. His foundation, his nonprofit was a ripoff and proven to be a ripoff, and nothing happens. If you or I were to do that, we would be in jail. Now, maybe not for decades, but we would definitely serve some time for that, and it would cost us a lot of money.
Well, let me address this 20-minute booking. I would suspect that booking takes more than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I would suspect that you're in there for hours. I'll tell you something. I've gone to lunch and had to wait more than 20 minutes to get my food on the table.
None of his elite syndicate wore jailhouse clothes. None of them spent hours or days or even weeks in jail before the trial is heard. They just walk in, walk out, make an appointment. They basically, Trump made an appointment, and so did all of them. They made an appointment to go get booked. How many of you have been arrested for a traffic warrant or arrested for a serious crime, and you were politely asked to go with a letter, and then you made an appointment and you went down there and you were in and out in 20 minutes? How many of you raise your hand? Yeah, crickets, nothing. When we the people are booked, we may be held for hours or even days, especially on a holiday. They love to arrest people on the holidays. Even if we're innocent, guess what? Our ass is in there for Christmas, Easter, whatever holiday it may be, Thanksgiving, it doesn't matter.
These guys do it, and they sell more T-shirts, raise $7 million. I'm not that popular that if I were arrested and I had my mugshot put on a T-shirt, I don't think I'd raise $7.
Well, if you were Trump, you would just pop in there with one of your $12,000 suits from OPM, Other People's Money. Yeah, that would be your jailhouse photo op. But nothing orange. He should put down the orange, really. But nothing in orange. Just, a nice $12,000 suit that somebody else paid for. That little look he gave, when that photo was taken, he glared into the lens with tilted brow, while millions of dollars are being funneled into his rescue fund.
Yeah, get Trump's ass out of court.
Yeah, his donations. He's so rich, but he needs your money. He's getting all these hard-earned donations by hard-working Republicans that they're giving to this full billionaire con man because they were conned, and they feel sorry for him, and they feel like he's one of them, and he's not. He's not one of you. He's not one of us. We are the people. We are the public, Democrat or Republican. We are the public. We have our own problems. Healthcare, the economy. These are things that matter to us. And if he's such a billionaire, why is he begging for $5, $10, $20, $100 donations? Why is he asking for money if he's a billionaire? And even if he is or it isn't, it doesn't matter. He's begging for money from people that he should be caring about. A lot of people went to jail because of him. Where's his money at getting their asses out or get them even a lawyer?
I don't believe he helped anybody.
No, he did not help one person.
I want to address something you said a few minutes back that you said, if you were Trump. You actually said that. And this is what I'm going to respond. If I were Trump, I would be so embarrassed. I would be so humiliated. He has no humility, and he has no shame.
That judge didn't restrict his travel at all. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know. Like I said, anybody else, you couldn't go out of state. You'd have to stay there. I know people that have gotten divorced, have children, and paying child support, and they can't leave the state and go work in another state.
Yeah, with the kids. Yeah.
You can't move if you're paying child support. You've got to actually tell the judge and get okay from the judge to move out of state to work in a different state. So if you wanted to just move, let's say you live in one state and you're bordering another state, if you want to move to that other state, you would have to get permission from the judge and this is just over paying child support.
You have to get permission now?
You have to get, I know somebody that went through a divorce less than a couple years ago, and while he's paying child support, he cannot move to another state unless he gets permission from the courts.
Whoa.
And, here we got, these guys that are really doing some terrible things, inciting riots,
stealing
money, committing fraud. And
threatening to murder people.
Yeah. This is a treasonous act. He had said that Mark Milley should be put to death for treason.
Yeah. We the people can't cross state lines. And we're ordered not to, right? That's even before a trial. before we're proven innocent or guilty. We have to stay. You can't cross state lines if you have a warrant or if you're going to court or if there's an issue that has to be resolved one way or the other. The people must obey, must submit, get ruled over, and plead, please don't, please don't, please don't. Screwed.
We are definitely all screwed. I think we're going to close this segment on that. Talk to you later. You've been screwed.
And so have we.
Subscribe now to Scrood on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or click the link in the show notes.